with you. Oh yeah, you like the things that I like. If you don't know, you always give it a try. No one can blame me for crying when I'm without you. When I'm without you, yeah. Know you got dreams of your own. Sure you got places to go, but I just want you alone. Oh yeah, yeah. I know it's hard to be you. All the things you need to do, but baby, it's hard for me too. Oh yeah, yeah. Mayday, mayday. Is there anybody who can help?
Hello, hello, hello.
I don't think my heart is
It's me again.
lately.
This is Real Talk with Amiri, doing another one. Hope everyone is doing okay, doing well, getting through what they need to get through. Because I'm trying to look. But yes, hope everyone's doing well. Sometimes I think you just need to enjoy the day. Let's not think about tomorrow or the past. Let's just enjoy today. But yes, hope everyone's doing well. Doing another one. Thought about this just this evening. I think I have had a couple more different topics, but thought about this today. Wanted to do this one on the young lady that was murdered by her friends, quote unquote, her acquaintances, her enemies. You know, sometimes I definitely believe some of the people that we call friends are really enemies. They're not friends. If you look at their actions, don't add up. They do not add up as someone being your friends. And the generation today, I don't even think they understand what a real friend is. And there's a lot of misguided, interpretations of what we think friendship is, what we think love is, family. There's a lot of stuff out here that's incorrect. And hopefully we start to change the way we teach our children, our young folks, our young people. Because what we're doing right now is not working. When something like this happens, even I think Shanquella Robinson case, she flew out of the country to go be with people she thought were her friends. She didn't even get to come back, dead. That's not friends. None of those people were her friends, not one. And this young lady is kind of like that, and Miss Mahogany Jackson says kidnapping, murder of Mahogany Jackson. 6 of the 8 suspects charged in connection to the kidnapping, sexual assault, and murder of Mahogany Jackson are set to appear in court. And they didn't just assault her and murder her. They put it on video, and it's this air of we got to put it on video and post it, and I'm gonna kill someone and I'm gonna post it, and then I'm gonna be famous. And what about after that? What happens after that? What happens after those likes and those views? It's like people don't think about the after. You're going to jail. So we got 6 of 8 suspects being charged, going to jail. Young people's lives down the drain, like Drano. You're going down the drain. I just don't get a lot of the things that are going on. And all of these young people, they have parents. They didn't get here by a bird dropping them out of the sky. They have parents, even if they just have a mother. But I've also talked about that too. Who's raising the killers? Is it black women or all of these kids? I need to go look that up. Or are they single parent homes, single mothers? But something that we definitely have to start teaching our children is that everyone is not your friend. Everyone that says they're your friend is not your friend. And people want to, of course, this young lady was a victim, but you're also hanging out with murderers and thugs and drug dealers and gangsters. So you play with fire, you're going to get burned. You definitely need to be in your children's ears. Sometimes their parents ain't shit, but the grandparents got sense. Grandparents, you need to start talking to your grandchildren, because sometimes their parents aren't shit, unfortunately. So if you can, and I'm not saying you have to go raise your grandchildren or do everything for them, but at least put a seed in their ears, in their eyes, to show them that what your mother or your father is doing isn't correct. This is a better way to do it. This is how things can go if you do the right thing. But yes, there is a lot of just evil things going on daily. This young lady, this is just one of many. This is from an article. Alabama mother Mahogany Jackson was found shot in the back of the head by the side of a road in a remote area in Birmingham, Alabama, hours after she texted her mother saying that she had been kidnapped and asking for help. And as some of the media has said, that may have been someone else texting for her. I'm not sure. According to the Birmingham Police Department, now 6 of the 8 suspects charged in connection to the kidnapping, sexual assault, and murder of a 20-year-old Jackson are set to appear in court Wednesday morning for a preliminary hearing. The facts of this case are deplorable and sickening. Saddest of all, they were made public. As that, I want to be public. I want to be on social media. But what type of... There's a disconnect in people's brains. When you post something on social media, it's trackable. There are IP addresses. There are your phone data. A lot of things can be tracked from when you post things. So I really don't understand certain things that are happening. And maybe people just want to go to jail. And as I've said before, don't wait. Go. Hey, I want to turn myself in. I want to go to jail. I want to be an unproductive member of society. I want to go to death row. Sometimes I think there ought to be a way that people can do that. Because you're no good to society. You're no good to the community. You're just... you're a waste to the community. And that's hard to say for some people, but some of your children, some of your family members, your husband, your daughters, your wives, they're no good for society. And it may not be their fault that they are the way they are. Of course, you got those. Everything trickles down. Everything is connected. They got those fucked up parents that didn't give a fuck about them, so they're not going to give a fuck about anybody else. They're going to go out here and murder someone for whatever reason. We're going to videotape it. We're going to post it. And then we're going to look sad on camera in that mugshot thinking we were going to get away with something. Certain things are just not making sense. They really are not. But there's just a lot of unconnected things. People are not doing things that they are thinking about. No one's thinking. No one has any empathy or sympathy. We are raising shells of people, black women. You teach someone to care about others. You teach someone to care about animals. You know, there's someone across the street from me bought a dog. Why? Some people don't buy animals if you don't want to take care of them, if you can't feed them and water them, and when it's cold outside or it's hot, you take them inside. But I think I might have mentioned this before, but recently this dog was outside, and when it was really, really cold, it's like this dog could freeze to death. And all of my kids were, what the hell is going on with the dog? Do we need to call animal control or the police? They were concerned about a dog. They had nothing. They don't have any stake in this dog. But evidently, somewhere, they have been taught that a dog is valuable. It has some type of value. You don't just leave it outside in 20-degree weather, 10-degree weather, and you sitting inside and your dog is out here barking and, you know, something like that. We don't teach our children to care. Even other people. These were multiple people at this event watching, egging it on. Did any of them care? I think one person tried to text a person that was disabled, but everybody else, we down with it. We down to kill this girl. Some women were involved in this, watching her being sexually assaulted and not saying nothing, not calling the police, not stopping it, being a part of it. So what type of killers and murderers are we raising? Where something like this, it's okay. Multiple people were involved in this. And this is just one event. There are other events where people are watching and videotaping and being a part of the destruction and hurt and pain of someone else. And it's really sad. Especially for, you know, as a black woman, being a part of the black community, we're already, at times, you know, being put down and, you know, at our state sometimes because of outer influences. But when we go and hurt each other and kill each other, you know, black men gunning other black men down, and it is just very sad that we have come to a state like this. And it's been like this for quite some time. And what is it going to take for us to stop? And for black women, we have definitely got to take a look at ourselves when we are raising young black men alone. We've got to change something. We have to change something. Otherwise, things will continue to be the same. But this young lady was tortured for hours before she was fatally shot in the back of her head. And she probably knew she wasn't going to live. But a big thing about this is when you deal with low-life people, a lot of our children are out here just, I want to say out of control, but they're in control of what they're doing. They're partying with people who have no direction, no consequences for what they're doing, no responsibilities, no accountability. And when you deal with people like this, you mean nothing to them. Their life does not even matter to them. So why would your life matter? You're dealing with gangsters, people who steal, rob, are, promiscuous, just out of control. And you think you're going to go be a part of this party and not have any consequences? You play with fire, you're going to get burned. And I feel sorry for this young lady. I feel sorry for anyone who gets killed or shot, maimed by the violence that is in our community. But a lot of the things that happen, you are putting yourself in that arena. You're putting yourself out there. She's hanging out with 8 people that had no problem killing her for whatever reason, whether she did something or was offended by what she did. You're hanging out. You're putting your life in someone else's hands that was ready to assault you, torture you, video it, post it. And now you're dead. And I believe she had a child, but you can't hang out with people like this. You can't hang out with low-life people that have nothing going on with their lives. Barbaric acts. You can't hang out with people like this. And you just can't. Maybe they had fun sometimes. Partied sometimes. It was okay. But that's also, I believe that's a verse in the Bible where your friends can corrupt you. The things you hang out with, the people you hang out with, they can corrupt you. Rotten apple will make the whole bunch of apples rotten. It just breeds, it gets bigger. It infects the next thing to them. And some of these young people, they're scary. They're scary looking. Why on God's green earth would you want to hang out with people that look like this? Looks, and it's not that looks are the most important thing about someone. You don't have to be handsome, but you look normal. There's a piece about your look. I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't even have a TV in my room, but I watch a lot of YouTube. And a lot of these people that are killing people, And let's talk about the relationship thing. There are men who kill women, who they break up, and then he doesn't want her to be with somebody else and he ends up killing her. These men look crazy. They do not look normal. There is nothing attractive about this man that I would want to be in a relationship with him or have a child with him or let this person touch me. These people look demonic. You look at these mug shots of these people, these young people, they look demonic. They don't look normal. But these are people who you're choosing to go hang out with, who killed you, raped you, assaulted you, murdered you on camera. We have to start teaching our young people to be a lot smarter, more discerning about the things that they do, the people they hang around with, the things that they're choosing to look at, to listen to. A lot of stuff, it don't make no sense, but these people look demonic. And she wants to go hang out with them and party. And it is very sad. It's just very sad. And she's not the last. Unfortunately, she's not the last. And this is a young black woman. I have young black daughters. I'm questioning them on who you're hanging out with, who you're choosing to, go out with. And my kids don't really go out much. Maybe that's because I don't go out much. But they really don't do a whole lot of that. Thank God. One of them does, but the other ones don't. But what does the person you're hanging with look like? What type of energy are they giving off? That's somebody you don't need to hang out with. They look crazy. They look demonic. They look like they could actually kill you. But yes, this was just a quick podcast on Miss Mahogany Jackson, and just really a point to think about who you're hanging out with. What does their life look like? Where are they going? What do they do for fun? Everything is not a game. Everything is not social media. Everything is not about a post. You're dealing with your life, which is and should be important to you. But very sad. And if you think about her last moments, did she think she was gonna die? She was in a lot of pain, and I just can't imagine. And these are people that she quote unquote called her friends. These are her homies. These are her road dogs. These are her ride or dies. I hate that word, ride or die. I'm a ride or die. Yeah, they gonna kill your ass. You're gonna ride or die with the wrong person. This my ride or die. This my bestie. Your bestie watched you die. All the time, yeah. Your bestie watched you die. So start teaching your children, your kids, to be careful who they pick as friends and associates, because it is important. People grow up in different families, different categories, different lifestyles, different values. different morals. And they can be in the same family line, the same bloodline. You know, part of the bloodline, they'll rob and steal you and kill you, shoot you in the back. Well, damn. The other part of the bloodline, they'll save you, they'll protect you, they'll help you. They're good people, but it's the same bloodline. You know, and as black people, we are in the same bloodline. We all black. We got some of the same blood. But it doesn't matter. We will kill each other. We will rob each other. We will murder. We will sell drugs to each other. We will cheat and murder. Don't matter. We got the same bloodline. And that's very sad that as a people that has been brought here, a majority of us, or a lot of us, I don't know the real numbers, from slavery. And we do some of the same things to each other. We do some of the same things to each other that where someone is using someone, taking advantage of someone. We're not gonna make it. There's no way. You're constantly taking advantage of me. We're not gonna make it. So please teach your children how to pick friends more wisely. And just because someone is family, that don't mean shit. People are still evil. People are still users and manipulators and murderers. And in this instance, these are still things that happen. You got to watch someone's behavior. If they're not doing anything with their lives, if they're out here hitting the streets and running the streets, doing drugs, doing whatever, that's not someone you want to hang around with. There is no benefit for you to be around someone like that. None. Zip. Zero. So start teaching your kids how to choose their friends more wisely. But yes, this has just been another Real Talk with Amiri podcast about Miss Mahogany Jackson. Choose wiser, people. And everyone have a lovely evening.